Well, g'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing, and this might be a handy little piece of gear for lots and lots of people. Some time back, a company called Sequre sent me an interesting soldering iron. I've got it at the moment, and we're going to open it up, see what it is, see what's in the box, see how it's packed, do one of these reviews. I'm not used to doing reviews, but the more time goes along, the more we're going to need one of these things. Now, this is designed for surface mount stuff, so, well, you can use it for other stuff as well, as we'll see, but mostly for, the stuff which I've got a couple of boards here, where we're dealing with parts the size of these. As you can see, they're very, very tiny. I'll give us a close-up of the whole thing when we're checking this out. And yeah, I've just got a couple of boards that I've put aside. I also have a job in the workshop where I need this for. It will come in very handy. And scavenging parts. We're always after parts and bits and pieces. When it comes to surface mounts, just scavenging small transistors, coils, little inductor coils, anything that's in the surface mount. Now, I don't know whether these tweezers will remove, say, an 8-pin little DIP IC. I don't know. We're going to try it out. So, okay. So this is just some scrap boards that I want to try this on and just see how this works. I think it'll be quite interesting, and I think, well, this could be a piece of kit for just about every workshop these days. Okay, so I'm fairly confident that it will, well, do the job, but we'll see. We'll give it a go. Now, let's do the unpacking. That's enough of my face on here. Let's do the unpacking and let's see what's inside, what this fuss is all about. Okay? Now, I'm in Australia, and this package from Sequre took in around 2 weeks to get it here. Very good tracking, registered, everything. It was effortless to get this here. I have approached them and asked them, could they help me with one of these? And, well, they asked me, can I do a review for it? So here we are. Okay. Here we are, out of the box. And it's a HT140, okay. Sequre, and now it's obviously made in China. There's some details on it if you want to grab the QR code on that one, and it's Sequre MALL by the look of it. I am leaving a link in the description of where you can get these, and a little bit more information on the whole thing. They are available pretty well, I think, from Amazon. So there's an Amazon link, which I'll leave you. And there's also a direct link if you want to go to Sequre's website and just have a look at the features, what this thing's, well, what it's all about, what it does. Okay, so we'll get this out. I've just got to be a bit careful with this knife here. Okay, now we can get to it. Very well wrapped in plastic anyway. A nice feel of the box. Yeah, that's good. That's very nice. Okay, zipper works extremely easy, no problems at all. Okay, here we go. Now, as you can see, we've got the full kit. So this is a what is it? It's a 140 dash. It's a HT140 2-in-1 hot tweezers and soldering iron. Okay, let's have a look here. Where do we start with this? Let's start by power supply. It's got an AU power supply, an AU adapter, which is really good. So many of these you do not get with it. Yeah, it's a quick charger, multi voltages, multi current. So as you can see there, standard charger, and USB-C, and it's 65 watt, so she's a good little charger. And I don't know what this fella is, QC3, maybe just an ordinary USB outlet for USB, well, 3, I guess, for charging other things. Pretty nice looking adapter. And yeah, we'll get to the soldering iron, but without this piece. Now, let's get the protective coating off it. Probably would have been better to show you the details without all this plastic, wouldn't it? Okay. Very nice little charger, that. 65 watt. And now you may be able to see, there's some of the specs on it. I want to share them with you. Sorry about the reflections, they're everywhere. There you go. Right, you can get a snapshot of that anyway. So, in Australia, how does all this work? Yeah, easy. There we go. And we've got an adapter to suit Australia and many other countries around the world. And also the 2 pins for other voltages around the world. So, okay. In here, I would say we will have charging cables, or a charging cable. There we go. I'm not real sure with these. It looks like ground leads. Okay, we'll come back to that. That definitely looks like a ground clip which goes to your charger. Okay. Righto. A little stand, very heavy. Boy, that's a heavy stand. Yeah, very nice. Okay. And obviously accessories for this stand. Very small screwdriver, which is handy. Our little foam tip cleaner. Dampen him and put some water on him and go from there. Now, it looks like, better get you guys back a bit there, our little holder. So as you can see, we can put him this way, on either side, and also at the back. So our tweezers go in there, and in the bag is the screws to mount it, and a couple of little very, very small grub screws. Not they must be out of the tweezers. We're not sure yet. Okay, what else have we got in here? Here's our main charging cable. Very nice silicon cable. Very well made. Yeah, like that. There we go. And yeah, that's great. That is a really good cable. And there's our manual. So if you want to download the manual, there you go. And you'll get all the information that I've got here. And I'll be downloading this very shortly. Okay, now the hero of the whole thing is our tweezers. And boy, that is one very, very fine tip soldering iron. And as you can see, very easy to use, and yeah, we'll obviously be testing it out, that's for sure. So, me, of course, why would a red-blooded Aussie read instructions? Make you wonder, wouldn't it? As far as our tips are concerned, these tips are pretty small. But of course they need to be with surface mount. But in comparison, what have I got here? Probably nothing. A plug. Just to show you the comparison of the tip size. So, yeah, there you go. Just to give you an idea of how small the tips actually are. A little bit hard because this is, I sort of haven't got anything on the bench here, but very nice. Now our little grub screws are in there. There's 2, 3, there's actually 4 grub screws in each soldering iron. Okay, so I think they are very generously, and I would say very easily lost, they've given us 4 extra grub screws, and you can see the size of those things. They are small. These 2 for mounting our soldering holder, our iron holder, which obviously can go in like so and hold our iron. So that's yeah, very impressive. I would put it like that. To the side, no, I would prefer it that way around. So I'll get the screws in those. We'll do this while we're having a look here. This is a fairly interesting piece of gear, guys. Retails in Australia, I think it's about $170, something like that. 94 US, something in around those lines. Plus, I think this one is, I'm not sure of the freight, guys. Go to Amazon or go to the Sequre website. But if you certainly want to purchase, go to Amazon, and you can see for yourself exactly what it's worth on the day, because our currency changes so many times during the week. You never know what your money's worth these days. Okay, so not much of a fix-it video today, a review on something that looks really interesting. Now that's a very small screwdriver. I'm just going to use a little bit bigger one and just nip them up. Don't over tighten, just tight. Okay, there we go. And when we're finished with our iron, we slip him, just slip him in there. That's it. It will go in either way around, I think. A little bit difficult that way, okay? So, yeah, this is the way to go. Right, let's get the power cord going. Plug him in and seeing what's going to happen. Okay, I'll plug our unit in. We don't have any lights on this. There's nothing saying it's on or anything like that, but I'm sure the soldering iron will tell us all that. Okay, USB-C, which is great that everything's USB-C these days. Okay, let's plug him in. Now guys, another interesting little feature with this, I've just sat it in the stand and it's counting down on, you can't see it, on the temperature. We're down to 70 degrees. It's gone to sleep. It knows when it's not needed. Really good feature. And if you move it around, it goes back to work. And there it is, back at 400. As quick as that. I've also put some water on our little sponge so that we can clean the tips when we're finished. Okay, let's give this a go and see, can I remove this resistor? Now, I've even lost it. It's up here. Okay, we'll sit him right up here and I'll zoom in on this and see what we can work out with it. And we may lose a little bit of quality on the zoom. I haven't got a professional camera on this. So let's see how we go. Okay guys, now the resistor I want in question is this one here. So let's see, can we put each side of him and get some heat in there. We may need a little bit of flux or something like that. It's a fairly big resistor, so I'm asking a little bit of this. And we might have to put a little bit of solder on there to start with. Okay. Here we go. And actual fact, we might go up to 450. Okay, let's see what we can do. We've got a couple of little blobs of solder there. And there we go. Lifted him off. No problems at all. Okay, here's another one. Let's see, can we get it in? Yes. I've got to learn to use these yet. Oh. I've just got to get my fingers right on it. It's not the fault of the machine. We'll put a little bit of solder down on each side. Okay, just like so. And let's see what we can do. And there he is. Lifted straight off. Okay, so two resistors that they're current sense resistors, which I want. Okay, let's try a capacitor here. No problem. And this little fella. Okay. No problem. Guys, this thing is going to be an absolute game changer for me. A little electrolytic capacitor there. Let's see, can we lift him off? Yep, no problem. How's that? What else? Let's try something a little bit bigger. We've got a couple of, I don't know what these fellas are. I think they're diodes of some description. So we'll put a little bit of solder just each side because this is an older board. Okay, I've got to keep watching my monitor to make sure you guys are in the picture with this. Okay, get my hand around here. And this is a bigger component. There we go. No problem at all. And as you can see, the leads actually fold under, so it was no problems getting him off. We'll do his mate. This is one nice piece of gear. This is, and lift him. Just give him a few seconds. And yeah, just gotta get your hand right there, and there he is. Now, 3-terminal device. Let's go small. No problem. Now, it doesn't get much smaller than that. There it is. That transistor lifted, no worries. Guys, this thing is going to be an absolute game changer. This is a good piece of gear. Okay, now, well, I've got everything off that board I want. And, well, it's good to salvage these bits and pieces. But LEDs, out of a lead strip, I don't know what it's out of. So, let's see, can we get these surface mount LEDs off? Let's see what we can do. A little bit tricky with this one. There we go. And that could be reused for sure. This one. Oh, we'll go this fella, which I think is a red LED. There we go. No problems at all. No worries getting those off. Right, now we'll clean the tips. And boy, this is so good. Okay. Now, I'm sorry about the picture, jumping around and everything everywhere. We do have an 8-pin device. Okay, it's probably a little op amp, something like that there. So let's get a bit of solder on that side. Let's get a bit of solder on this side. Let's squeeze him together. Oh, look at that. Easy. That is pretty flash. I know I seem to be impressed, but I am. I'm very impressed with this. Okay, we've got another little, let's try that again. Where are we? A little op amp in here. Reasonably difficult to get to. So we'll put a bit of solder on each side. And I've got to get my fingers down there. No problem. No problem at all. Okay, let's try for a 3-terminal regulator. I'm just looking at all avenues of what we can use this for. And that's a bit of a tricky situation to get into there. We'll put some solder on each side. And I'll do it with my left hand this time, and you might see what's going on. Okay, no worries. Look at that. No problems at all. Lifts straight off. Okay, we've got a coil here. Can we do it without maybe the solder? No, this you've sort of got to. This is lead-free solder over on these, and doesn't really want to do anything until you put a bit of ordinary solder on there. Okay, let's see. A little bit bigger coil. There we go. He's off. And there he is. If you can see him, no problems. Okay, what else have we got, guys? We're probably not going to go a bigger regulator like this. That's just asking too much for it, I feel. But, okay, we'll give it a go. We'll get some solder in here. Okay, plenty of solder. We'll put some on his tab. And let's see. Okay, let's see. Can we really remove a 3-terminal reg of this size? This is asking a fair bit of it. And we'll need a bit of heat on this fella to get things moving. This is a fairly big regulator. It's still sitting at 450, and guys, there it is. There's our reg. Wow, I didn't think it'd get that off. Okay, there's another little resistor here. Now, it's this fella here, that little green one. Let's put a little bit of solder that side, a little bit of solder on the other side. Try and get the best picture I can for you. And straight off. There we go. Done. Our coils, our little inductors rather. A little bit of solder that side. A little bit of solder this side. Just helps things. You can use flux if you want to. And let's see. Straight off. Straight off. There he is. Very, very impressive. Holding the temperature. What else have we got? Okay, we've got a crystal here. I might want a crystal. So let's see what we can do. And I'm testing this with sort of any aspect of whatever you would be removing from the board. Obviously, you don't remove a crystal very often, but there it is. Straight off. No worries at all. Okay, guys, this is pretty impressive. Okay, let's, what have I got on this board? This is an old TV board. And, well, we've got some inductors here, some 220 microhenry. We've got a 4.7 microhenry. These might be millihenry. That 4.7 millihenry, I think. I don't think it's a henry, but yeah, 4R7 anyway, and there's a 4R7 down here. These are 220s, so could be 220 microhenry, maybe. I'm not real familiar with all the new technology. I'm still stuck in the valve era, guys. Okay, here we go. Let's get one of these. We need one of these for fixing something else or for experimentation. There we go. Straight off. Look at that. Undamaged. Oh, sorry, you didn't see that. Undamaged. I'll do that again. We'll do in the next one. And yeah, we better have more of a bit of a look at this thing. Now, there we go. Off. And he's pretty hot. There he is. No problem. No problem with this. Okay, guys, very, very impressive. I'm going to take the camera out a bit now so you can see a bit more. So it's this fella down here. We'll get him behind him there. A little bit of solder there. A little bit of solder in here. And let's... There he is. He's off. And look at that. As easy as that. Okay. Well, I think we've seen enough. The unit's still sitting on exactly 450 degrees. We can take him down a bit now. And this is so responsive. Like we're set at 350, 70, 350. As easy as that. Hold this down and it says stop, and that's it. It'll start cooling down. There she goes. Okay, now on this one, there's all sorts of things you can set by holding this one down, and you've got a menu. You've got your preset temperatures, the up and down amount of degrees, plus or minus. You can set that, so you can have it in one degree increments if you want, or 10 or 50 as it's set at now, even 100. So hold that down, and then we can go through. It's all about it. And hang on, if I press that down, and that's about it. Our firmware version, which is upgradable, guys, is 1.03 on this one at the moment. Okay, goes back there. There's another one, calibration. I don't know about it yet. There's lots and lots and lots to read in the book, actually. So you'd have to read this. Voltage. I don't know what the volt is. Maximum volt 20. Maximum current 3 amps. Obviously you can set that. OLED, well, that will be our display, our brightness, the direction. Actually, the direction, me being right-handed, is I could actually reverse that. And our language, key action, what each key does, and yeah, the direction. And, of course, the brightness. Okay, idle time. You can also set your sleep time, which is 60 seconds, and the sleep temperature on this one is, well, if we can get back there, is 50 degrees. Okay, so it'll idle there at 50 degrees. Marvellous thing. and HT, work temperature, the temperature steps, as I said, 50-degree steps, but all this is in the manual. Way too much for me to explain everything with this. Guys, this thing is brilliant. I've always struggled with surface mount stuff. I don't do a lot of it, but when I do, well, do stuff like this, and I'm going to show you a board which is actually a PA system that I'm working on at the moment, and what I need also to do with it. So I'll show you it, and we'll come back and do a wrap with this. Well guys, this is the final review of this thing. This is a board out of a PA system that I have to fix for a client of mine. Now, you'll see the video on this later on. I haven't got all the parts for it yet, but some of the parts involve surface mount. We've got some current sensing resistors up in this department. There's more here blown up. On this side there's a couple of surface mount diodes. Actually they're in around here, and we've got a small PWM chip in there that we've got to change. All will require this this magic little piece of gear, a Sequre HT140. This is amazing. This is a real game changer for us techs that do anything with the surface mount stuff. These work extremely well. Very good. A very good product. Easy to use. Does what it says it does. As I said, powered by a USB-C or your standard, I think it's a 2.5mm DC plug, and of course a power supply if you've got a power supply rated in around 2 to 3 amps, and anything up to, well, as it says, anything up to 28 volts. I think I wouldn't go much above 25 volts for it, but boy, these things actually work. The stand is great. It doesn't tip over or anything like that. It's very solid. And one part I haven't mentioned with it is with the whole thing, CMOS devices, obviously static friendly or unfriendly, whatever you want to put it. This is your ground clamp. Now, you can actually put this in the back of the power supply, and that's your ground clamp to earth yourself or earth the iron so that you don't get any static build-up. You can run it like this, or if you want it a separate ground, and both these cables come with it. You probably saw me opening it, wondering what these were for. These will also screw onto, I think it's, it does say in the manual, don't quote me on this, it's one of the screws. It might be the front one, and you can put that into your ground wherever it may be, whether it's on your anti-static mat, maybe power supply, anything. It's just a more permanent ground cable. So that eliminates any static build-up when you're holding this. If you're doing, well, CMOS devices, we all know what that's like. Okay, what else can I tell you about it? Not much. Case, secure. There you go. Look at that. Get some light on it. There. And of course, my monitor's over there, so I got to watch over there at what's happening up here. Great case. Really good quality. There's not much more I can say about this thing other than it just works. If you're into any sort of surface mount devices, What a fantastic piece of gear. I wished I'd have had this 10 years ago. Would have been a lot easier for... I don't do a lot of surface mount, but, well, there's still the odd things that come in, like, well, this one, a PA system. So, there you go. There's all the bits and pieces that I've salvaged off other boards, and, of course, putting them back on, I have my solder paste and a heat gun so that I just put them on that way. And guys, power supply could be used for other stuff as well. 65 watt power supply comes with the whole kit, and that's a beauty. That's a really good smart charger. Well, not a charger, it's a smart power supply, but well worth the money, I'll tell you that. Now, if you've got time, go to that. You can't see that, but let's, well, over this side. Yeah, over that side. Let's bring up a picture of the QR code. Yeah, there you go. Go to there, download the manual on this, have a read, and just see what this thing can do. The menu system in this is just amazing. Okay, enough of me raving on. I better get back to the point-to-point wiring of me valve stuff. But as soon as I get the parts for this board, for this PA system, you will see me using this device. So yeah, it's this will make a pretty good video. You won't believe how this started out. All right, so that's it, guys. That's a wrap. All I can say is buy one if you're into any sort of surface mount stuff. Even if you're not, this is a pretty handy little piece of gear. Okay, the links are in the description. You can buy from Amazon. I think you can buy direct. But anyway, go have a look at the website from the description. They're both there, both Amazon link and the site to Sequre.com. I'm not sure. Sequre anyway. The Sequre website in the description. Okay, guys, I better get to work on something with. It's got some high voltage. I need a fix. Okay, catch us later. Okay, bye for now.